Welcome to my channel pibyme Maths. This is WMA11. In this video we are going to solve Pure Math 1 past paper for January 2025. This paper consists of 9 questions. Let's jump into question number 1. This is a simple integration question. You just need to integrate it. So I'm going to write it properly first. I can write it as 8x cubed minus 6x power half minus 2 over 5x power minus 3 dx. Write it this way, it's easy to integrate. So 8x cubed becomes 8x power 4 by 4 minus 6x power half plus 1, which is 3 over 2 by 3 over 2 minus 2 over 5x power minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1 plus 6. And then just simplify it. 8 over 4 is 2, you will get 2x power 4. This becomes 12 over 3, so minus 4x power 3 over 2. Here the 2 will be cancelled, negative times negative is positive. 1 over 5 x power minus 2 plus c. That's all. It's an easy 4-mark question if you know the integration. Let's move on to question number 2 now. You have point A and point B given in inserts. Straight line L passes through point A and B. Show that the gradient of L1 is, you need to find the gradient and write it in this form. The formula to find the gradient is y2 minus y1, 8 minus 5 divided by x2 minus x1, 7 root 3 minus of minus 2 root 3, so plus 2 root 3. So you get 8 minus 5 is 3 over 9 root 3, which is 1 over 3 root 3 if you cancel 3 and 9. And then you rationalize the denominator, multiply and divide by root 3. So you're going to get root 3 over 9. They want you to write it in this format. So you can just write it 1 over 9 root 3. That looks like p root 3, right? That's a 2-mark question. Part B of the question now. Straight line L2 is perpendicular to L1. We know the slope of L1, which is root 3 over 9. Since L2 is perpendicular, the slope will be the negative reciprocal. But just rationalize it immediately. So you're going to get 9 root 3 over 3 is minus 3 root 3. And then the line passes through point A. Point A is given here. Minus 2 root 3 comma 5. Minus 2 root 3 comma 5. So you can write the equation y minus y1 is slope times x minus of 2 minus 2 root 3, x plus 2 root 3. So y minus 5 is minus 3 root 3 x minus 18. So y is going to be minus 3 root 3 x minus 18 plus 5 is 13. That's all. That's a 3-mark question. Let's move on to question number 3 now. The population of a town was monitored exactly 5 years after the population was 58,000. After 10 years it was 65,000. Given that the population P is 1000, this is very important actually. TES after monitoring big N is modeled by this. So we're going to sub in the first one. You replace T by 5, P by only 58, not 58,000. So you will get P square is equal to A plus B times 5 cubed. 5 cubed is 125, 58 square is 3364. So you will get A plus 125, B is equal to 3364. Take it as equation 1, 3364. And then sub in the second condition. Replace T by 10 now, P by 65. You will get P square is A plus B times 10 cubed. You get A plus 1000 B is equal to 65 square That's 4225. That's equation number 2. Now you can just solve them using your calculator, but you still need to show the working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do equation 2 minus 1. So A will be cancelled. 1000 minus 125 is 875. B is 4225 minus 3364. 861. So 861 divided by 875. 0.984 is the value of B. And then sub in into any one of the equation to get the value of A. I'm gonna sub in here the value of B. So it's gonna be 4225 minus, so I put too many 2's actually, 4225 minus 1000 times 0.984. 3241. That's the answer for A. That's all. Part B of the question says, according to the model, exactly T years after monitoring began, the population was 85,000. Okay, the model is P square is equal to A. The value of A is from the previous part, T241, plus A plus BT cube. B is 0.984 times T cube. Now you need to replace small t by capital T and the population by 85,000, so just 85. So we'll get 85 square is 3241 plus 0.984 capital T cube. So make T cube as a subject first. So it's going to be 85 square minus 3241 divided by 0.984 divided by 0.984. Okay, you get 16600 divided by 41. Is it 000? Yes, 000. And then find the cube root of this. T is equal to cube root of this answer. Cube root of the answer, the answer to one decimal place, so it's gonna be 15.9 years. That's all. Just a 2 mark question. Let's move on to next one, question number 4. This is just using laws of indices. Y is given as a power x. We need to write this in terms of y and a. We have a power 3x plus a plus 1. By using laws of indices, I'm going to write it as a power 3x times a power 1. I can write a power 3x as a power x to the power 3 because we are going to multiply the powers anyway, times a, which is y cube times a, or write it as a y cube. That's the answer for part A. Now for part B, since the power is minus 2, you can put it on top and change it to power positive 2. So I'm going to write it as 5 times 3a power 1 minus x to the power positive 2. And then distribute positive 2 to everything. So you'll get 5, 3 square, a power 2 times 1 minus x. 3 square is 9, 9 5s of 45. A power 2 minus 2x, right? When you multiply the powers, you can write it as 45a square divided by a power 2x, which is 45a square, because a power minus 2x, you can put it in the denominator as positive 2x. A power x whole square, the answer is 45a square divided by y square, because a power x is equal to y. That's all. 4 mark question. Let's look at part B of the question. Double I. Use substitution 9 power t to show that this equation can be written in this form. I think they asked a similar question in January 2023 and 24 also. Okay, we need to write everything as a power of 9 actually in terms of 9 power t. That's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do, 3 times 3 power 4t times 3 power 2 plus 1, I split it this way, is equal to 82 times, I can just simply replace it with p. 9 power t is p, right? Okay, here 3 times, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write it as 3 power 2 to the power 2t times 3 square plus 1. Hope you understand this. 3 power 4t, right? I have written this way. Or just take this separately. You can write it as 3 power 2 to the power t to the power 2. Or just simply write it as 9 power 2t, which is 9 power t whole square, which is p square. This becomes p square then. So 3 times p square times 9. So you will get 9p square plus 1 minus 82p is 0. Open the bracket, you will get 27p square minus 82p plus 3 is 0. We framed a quadratic equation already. Now they might ask you to solve the quadratic equation. Solving this is same as solving this quadratic equation. 27p square minus 82p plus 3 is 0. So I'm going to use my calculator to solve it. To get the answer first, 27 minus 82 negative 82, 3. 3 and 1 over 27. P is 3, P is 1 over 27. Just write two factors here. P minus 3 times 27p minus 1, otherwise you will lose more. Now when they say solve, you need to solve for t, not for p. So replace p back to 9 power t. 9 power t is 3, 9 power t is 1 over 27. So the first one, if you take 9 power t is 3, 9 is 3 square. So 3 power 2t is 3 power 1, 2t is 1. So you'll get t is equal to half. That's one solution. But when you get the solution, always go back and read the question. Sometimes they will mention something like t is positive, t is integer. Nothing is mentioned in this question. So this is one of the solution. Take the second one. 9 power t is 1 over 27. 27 is 3 cube. 9 is 3 square. So 3 power 2t is 3 power minus 3. 2t is minus 3. T is negative 3 over 2. This is now the solution. There are two solutions. That's all. Question number 5 now. Find dy by dx. They want us to differentiate it. Write it in this form. 4x cube plus 2x power minus 1 plus 9. And when you differentiate it with respect to x, you will get 12x square minus 2x power minus 2. That's all. If you want, you can write it this way. 12x square minus 2 over x power positive 2. Otherwise, just leave it. You will still be given full marks because this is a correct answer. Part B now. The point P lies on C. The line with this equation, this line is a tangent to the curve. So if it is a tangent, how do we usually find the slope of the tangent? We differentiate the curve, right? That's what we have here. 12x square minus 2 over x square. This will be same as the gradient of the tangent, right? Multiply throughout by x square, you got the answer already. 12x power 4 minus 2x square, minus 2 is minus 5x square. So 12x power 4 plus 5x square minus 2 is 0. We framed the equation already. Next, move on to the next part. Find the value of k. Where is this k? This is k. Y is equal to k minus 5x. we have y is equal to k minus 5x, which passes through the point P of x comma y. To find the x, if you know the x coordinate, you sub in here. The x coordinate and the y coordinate, you sub in here, you can get the value of k. To find the x coordinate, you need to solve this equation. 12x power 4, 12x power 4 plus 5x square minus 2 is 0. 12, 5 minus 2. I get 1 over 4 minus 2 over 3. 1 over 4 minus, let me take note of it. Okay. What I'm going to do first here, I'm going to take p as x square. So p square would be x power 4. So we are going to reduce this to a quadratic. So we'll get 12p square plus 5p minus 2 is 0. And then the two solutions are 1 over 4 minus 2 over 3. So we can write this as factors. 4p minus 1 times 3p plus 2 is 0. So p is this, p is this. Replace p back to x square. So x square is 1 over 4, x square is negative 2 over 3. If x square is negative, this has no solution. X is plus or minus square root of this, but the question clearly says x is positive here. So x is just 1 over 2. And then sub in this x is equal to 1 over 2 into the equation here to find the y coordinate. So when you replace x by 1 over 2, y is going to be 4 times 1 over 2 whole cubed plus 2 over 1 over 2 plus 9, which is half plus 4 plus 9, which is 13, 26, 27 over 2. Y is 27 over 2. Back here, we got the point P. X coordinate is half, y coordinate is this. Sub in here to find the value of k. So 27 over 2 is k minus 5 over 2. So 27 plus 5 is 36 over 2. 32 over 2 is 16 is the answer.